2346. Mount the steed of Shiva Jnana and reach God. The love of holy feet that is beyond reach, by grace he reaches. Then, by way appropriate journeying, he rouses the mighty steed of Shiva Jnana, and mounting it passes beyond, and so reaching Shiva himself. 2347. The evolved souls who reached Shiva's grace. Those who reached Shiva are the Charanaras, Siddhas, and Samadhi yogis, the Jnanis who in God-truth stood, the Anandas who in love adored, and Nathas, all blessed of grace divine. 2348. Suddha state knows no I and he difference. They speak of states too, I and he, but there is a state where I and he are undifferentiated. Those who are in the higher Kevala inert state will not the difference cognize. Effacing self, and he and self are one uniting, is the state of Suddha pure. 2349. Seek Shiva within the self. The great souls that realize Shiva, that is self within, will seek forth Shiva in the self. They who do not reach Shiva in the self will reach Shiva never. 2350. Go and seek Shiva in the proper way. Lament not that you know him not. Go the proper way, and you shall meet him. He who as lights twine Shakti and Shiva creates all, as one light in my heart is united. 2351. God is immanent, and yet Jiva sees not. One the clay, many the pots made of it. One the Lord, immanent in creation all. The eyes see things diverse, but they see not the eyes. So too is Lord to Jiva. 2352. Think of Shiva and draw unto him. Standing within, he protects the world seven. The goodly one, who in love praises him. Close upon him, they who think not of Shiva, loud sob in distress. How can those who center not their thoughts in him ever reach him? 2353. Divine Swan becoming. They who see not the self within will see not the goal without. They who see not the self within will incarnate bodies several. Unite in Lord, the self effacing, and in knowledge undifferentiated. You, the divine swan, I and he united, became. 2354. Limits of human knowledge. When the Lady of Celestials, Shakti, in Maya stands, is it body or soul that joys in the bliss? The men who think they know all know not why they are born and why they die. 414. Dawn of Jnana. 2355. Importance of self-knowledge. With knowledge of self no harm there be. Without knowledge of self, himself his jiva harm be. When knowledge that knows the self dawns, yourself Shiva becomes, worshipped high. 2356. Lord on his celestial throne. There on the throne leonine, adored by the mighty celestials, was Shiva seated, and the lady of tresses exuberant, with bangles of conch shell and anklets resounding, sang, Hail my Lord. 2357. Shiva's form is Jnana. I knew not Shiva's form is Jnana. Nandi by his grace taught me Shiva's form is Jnana. I sought Jnana's form, and in that knowledge I remained. 2358. Jnana alone knows Jnana. Jnana has no death nor birth. Jnana has ground none but Jnana. It is Jnana that knows Jnana. Thus they conclude in the ultimate Vedas all. Jnana has ground none but Jnana. It is Jnana that knows Jnana. 2359. Seat of Jnana within. Above the flower of the heart, Visuddha Adara, is a flower of petals 16. There is Jnana pure. Shivananda, Shiva bliss it is, when jnana of self in it merged, Jiva united in Shiva, and as one remained. 2360. Lord blessed be. To them that firm fixed him in thought, as grace of Shakti, he hastened, I praised him. The Lord too appeared, his golden form revealing. I held fast to him, knowing Jiva, Jnana, then our anima and other siddhis 8. Nandi thus knew Jiva Jnana as Shiva Jnana. 2362. Dividing line between knowledge and ignorance. Jnana, Jnana, thus laments this world, they know not. Jnana of Jiva is Jnana none, but ignorance. When divine Jnana overlays Jiva Jnana, they both pure Jnana are. Thus much is it after all between knowledge and ignorance. 2363. Transcend knowledge and ignorance and reach Shiva Jnana. Knowledge and ignorance, both transcending, abandoning senses 5, and immanent becoming, himself as Jnana, and Jnana's pervasiveness, Jiva stands. 2364. Heart of Jnani. The heart of Jnani is expanse vast. The heart of Jnani is tapas rare. The heart of Jnani is Lord's abode. There he stood in the heart of Jnanis. 2365. Shiva stands close to Jiva. The Lord he is, Hari, Brahma, and Rudra. He is the seed of the corporeal world. Distant and near is he. He is sugarcane sweet and ambrosia divine. Thus he stands close to Jiva. 2366. Know self and be with God. All these days I knew not the self. When I knew the self, nothing else I knew. When I knew the self, he left me not. And within me he inquires of my welfare and loving care. 2367. Seek pure lamp. The Maya's lamp is flickering, it burns and dies. The pure lamp steadily burning, the body's lamp within heats, the distant lamp I seek. 2368. Seek God. I seek in directions 8 and 2. I seek in goodness the feet of Lord. I sing Param is my refuge. I unite in him in mind's fullness. 2369. Jiva's journey to liberation is Lord's play. In the primal play of Lord, were Jivas created, enveloped in mighty malas were they, discarding them, they realized the self, and besought the feet of their hoary Lord. Thus they Shiva became, with birth no more to be. 415. The 6 ends. 2370. 6 ends ultimate. The end of Veda, Vedanta, the end of Siddhanta exalted, the end of Nada, Nadanta, the end of Bodha, Bodhanta, the end of Yoga, Yoganta, of branches 8, the end of Kalas, Kalanta, these the ends 6, the ultimate's finale. 2371. Souls rid of malas will know the 6 ends. The pure ones of malas rid will the end 6 know. The impure ones in malas bound will the end 6 know not. They who know not the end 6 will not know Lord. He that is end and beginning. 2372. Ends of Vedanta and Siddhanta. I am the Supreme One, says Vedanta. I shall become the Supreme One, says Siddhanta. In Turiya state they realize the self, and in Shiva Yoga they unite in Parapara sweet. Rid of malas, they the rare goal attain. 2373. Truth of Siddhanta. Daily living in Para's thought, freed from tattvas, beginning with the 5, sound, taste, smell, touch, and sight, contemplating beyond, where the Suddha and Asuddha Mayas pursue not, reaching thus Para that is Lord, that verily is the truth of Siddhanta. 2374. The ultimate state in Jiva's journey. beyond Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra, beyond Maheshvara and Sadashiva, beyond Parabindu and Paranada, beyond Tattvas 30 and 6. When all these are transcended, the jiva is left alone with Shiva. 2375. Nadanta Bodhanta states, Jiva transcending the tribulations of tattvas 6 times 6, reaches the Nadanta, ascending still beyond. It encounters darkness of Anava. When that is dispelled, the peerless divine jnana dawns. That indeed is jnana, bodha, the Nadanta beyond reached. 2376. Yoganta state, seeking iyama and niyama, and then going beyond, enter into samadhi. There jiva reaches parashiva, and param becoming, all desires abandoned, realizes upasanta. There verily is the truth of Yoganta. 2377. Kalanta state, when the goal is truth of Kalanta, this then is the way. Ascend Kalas 5, Nivriti and the rest, and Medha and the rest 10 and 6. There encounter Bindu. In it do merge and vivid know the truth of Kalanta. 2378. 5 other ways dear to Shiva. These paths apart, there are 5 other that lead to the light. For them who seek, dear unto Shiva and the 5, mantra, tantra, serenity, samadhi yoga, upadesha, and jnana. 2379. Tantra, mantra upadesha. Beginningless are Agama Vedas. Tantra is to act their way. Mantras are to the mind and beyond the body. Upadesha is the teaching of Shiva Jnana. 2380. Jnana. The way of self, jnana, is to be one with Shiva. In the Kalanta, devotional love disappears. Sans speech, sans sentience, jiva becomes being great, unto Nandi himself, that is beyond speech and thought. 2381. Serenity in Samadhi. In Samadhi, jiva with Shiva one becomes. In Kalanta, in Nadanta, in Yoganta, and in Bodhanta and Siddhanta is jnana reached. Of knowledge the known and the knower one uniting. 2382. The 6 ends merge in jnana. In that jnana, divine knowledge, the 6 antas, ends, merge. That jnana, knowledge, in the knower, jnani merges. When knowledge in the knower merges, then dawns mauna, divine silentness, that is Shiva bliss. 2383. Of the Kalai 16. Unmanai Kala ends in the 16th. Unmanai Kalanta ends beyond in the 17th. When Unmanai Kala is reached, then is Nadanta. Unmanai Kala is verily a goal great. 2384. Lord revealed truth of Vedanta Siddhanta. Having been blessed by grace of Shakti, that Shiva espoused, the holy Nandi, that is Lord of celestials, granted his feet, beckoning me to him. He revealed the truth exalted of Vedanta Siddhanta. Him the Lord meditate on. 2385. The truth of Vedanta Siddhanta is the truth of Agamas. To each according to his understanding, the Lord reveals truth of his Agamas, beyond and penetrating. The Prakriti Maya, impure, and Mamaya, pure impure, is the doctrinal truth of Vedanta Siddhanta. 2386. Vedanta and Siddhanta know no differences. In the imprint of Vedanta and Siddhanta, there is difference none. Bodhanta is jnana, divine knowledge. Yoganta is jnaya, the known. Nadanta is dawning of bliss. The finale imprint is in silentness, mauna, immersed to be. 2387. Tvampada, Tatpada, Asipada goals. Vedanta goals transcends the 7 upathis, experiences, that are the caused, karya, Nadanta goal rids of Pasha and reaches to Thampatha state, Tvampada. Beyond are causal, Karana Upathis 7. Above that is Tatpada of Para real, that Bodha leads to. Beyond still is Asipada. 2388. Transcendental nature of Shiva. Transcending universe is 7, and the beyond is the great light. Lord is light of that light. Of yore he with Parashakti stood. There he stands lofty, all by himself. He our Lord. 2389. Lord engrosses all existence. Center on Kundalini in Muladhara. That Guru by his power taught. Perform acts that lead to God. Sing in full his holy praise. Thus worship him. Then shall you meet the being one, who existence interminable engrosses. 2390. God is one formless being. They think not of the being one. They think not of the jiva. They think not of karmas two, good and bad. They think not of mayas two, pure and impure. The one being within stands as sentience and fosters. Formless is he supports all. 2391. Shiva is concerned for his devotees. In his devotees is Shiva seated. Into them he brings in the Shaktis that are of Shiva. Then in his mighty presence they, Shaktis, act. There the devotees remain ever immersed in Shiva bliss. 2392. Tvampada, Tatpada, Asipada, Sayujya. In the Vedanta way, the jiva, Pashu, reaches the Tvampada state. The two, I and he, together are. Then follows Nadanta, the goodly state, where Pasha is rid. Then follows Bodhanta that reaches to Tatpada state, where I and he in one union is. Shiva Sayujya is the goal beyond that follows. 2393. Of the 6 ends, Vedanta and Siddhanta alone show the path to Shiva becoming. Shiva becoming is the goal of Vedanta and Siddhanta. The rest 4 ends lead not to Shiva becoming. Shiva, that is Sadashiva. And so it is that Vedanta and Siddhanta are wondrous ways indeed. 2394. Jivan Mukti in Siddhanta. In Siddhanta is attained Jivan Mukti, liberation in this body. Those who stood in Siddhanta have verily reached the Mukti state, as Siddhanta Vedanta leads to the goal of Shiva becoming. Siddhanta Vedanta is the path exalted. 2395. Beyond Jiva Turiya and Paraturiya is Shiva Turiya. In the Vedanta Siddhanta way, beyond Shiva aspects in Param and in Jiva, arises the Jnana. In pure state of experience, Turiyatita, that verily is Shiva state ultimate. Only those who in tapas stood realized Shiva truth, Tattva. 2396. All states are tattvas or steps only to Shiva Sayujya. The form and formless states are alike tattvas. The Bindu, Nada, and Sadashiva too are tattvas verily. So too is Jiva's Tvampada and Tatpada. Tattva truly is where Tatpara is in Shiva Satyujya. 2397. Veda and Agama alike revealed by God. Veda and Agama alike are revelations of God. That is truth. The one is general, the other special. Their goals too, they say. Search them both, for the truly learned there is difference none. 2398. Beyond bliss of voids is the bliss of Shiva dance. All transcendental states of bliss that Jiva experiences are alike Shiva bliss, Shivanandam. The 3 higher states of transcendental bliss are states that come out of the 3 voids. The bliss that comes of mudras appropriate is the bliss of Shiva's dance within. It is the state that fills soul in rapture. 2399. Kalanta leads to Shiva as Panchantaka. Kalanta and Nadanta are ends, goals too. As they are reached, the 5 kalas of Shiva Tattva are attained. So the Lord that arises there is as Panchantaka known. Thus he spake in Vedas and Agamas. 2400. Beyond Kalanta, Vedanta Siddhanta leads to Yoganta and to dance bliss. Wait not for the day to envision the 5 Kalantas. Take to the way of Vedanta Siddhanta that one are. Then will you reach the Yoganta, and there will you envision the feet of the eternal dancer, that is Shiva. 2401. Truth of Vedanta is Jiva mingling in Shiva. Jiva that is eternal, freed of malas 5, passes beyond tattvas. There it realizes the self-eternal. Then the primal mala of anava withers away, and with that the tattva atita state ensures. There one with Shiva becoming is. Like water with milk, indistinguishably intermingled, that verily is the truth of Vedanta. 2402. Tvam tat asi state is goal of Vedanta Siddhanta. Jiva, Para, and Shiva, the states exalted, continuous know. You then reach the state Tvam tat asi. There actionless are you, all jnana are you, thus be merged, so says Vedanta Siddhanta. 2403. Siddhanta Agamas are filled with Vedic wisdom. The mantram Soham that Vedantins intone is but Shiva Yoga that is exalted. Thus said Siddhanta, verily is it apparent that Agamas are scriptures with Vedic wisdom filled. 2404. Out of Vedas and Agamas evolved Vedanta Siddhanta. 2 are the scriptures that Lord Shiva in the beginning revealed, the primal Vedas and the perfect Agamas. The Vedas and Agamas, in gradualness appropriate, evolved Vedanta Siddhanta, that is great, great indeed. 416. Pati Pashu Pasham non-difference. 2405. Pati, Pashu, and Pasham, all 3 eternal. Beginningless is Jiva, that of knowledge speak. Beginningless is Lord, the source of all knowledge. Beginningless is Pasham, that binds knowledge. When God knowledge dawns, no more will birth be. 2406. When Pashas leave. Countless are Jivas Pashu, from Brahma downward. 3 are the Pashas, bonds, that bind Jivas. When bonds of Pasha are sundered, and Jiva nature altered, Jivas will cling to Lord, and never leave him. 2407. Prayer takes Jiva to states beyond 3 Pashas. Even with Pashas 3, attainments 3 can be. Daily contemplate on jnana, that moves you to the goal ultimate. Unintermittent do pray. Praying thus, yours will be a light that shall beam, as from a hilltop high. 2408. Why Pashas? To seek God. He who the bonds made you bind, he Nandi of spreading matted locks, in love endearing they jnanis think of. Thinking they shrink from Pashas, and Godward seek. Lo, for this it is why he placed them Jivas in Pashas. 2409. After Pashas Atita plain. As the poison that has been extracted no longer ascends the body, he who the truth of Pashu Pasha saw and shed them will not in them again be. He stands apart, he scorches them in the stakes of primal Kevala, inertness. And linking Sakala, then enters the Atita Jagrat plane. 2410. To freedom eternal from bondage eternal. The Lord you seek is eternal, so too is Jiva and Pasha. None know the nature of Lord eternal. He it is, Nandi, that granted knowledge of freedom eternal, from bondage eternal, to Shaiva Siddhantins that seek him true. 2411. Pati Pashu Pasham relationship symbolized in temple. The Pati, Lord, is the blessed Shiva Linga. The Pashu, Jiva, is the mighty bull in front stands. The Pasha, bond, is the altar. Thus in the temple the Lord stands, for them that searching see. 2412. Lord teaches truth of Pashupasham. The Lord daily teaches you the truth of Pashupasham. The Lord leads the way to those who realize truth of Pashupasham. The Lord removes entire the bonds of Pashupasham, but himself stands untouched by Pashupasham. 24:13. Lord placed Pati Pashupasham truth in Sudashaiva thought. The truth of Pati, Pashu, and Pasham, the beatitude of Mukti, the way of liberation from bonds of Pashupasham, all these the great Nandi of bliss that wears the crescent moon, placed in Sudashaiva thought, in praiseworthiness surpassing. 24:14. The three classes of jivas created according to degrees of knowledge. Everywhere are the three jivas, of knowledge possessed. The timeless Lord of divine knowledge, too, is everywhere, pervading jivas three. And so, to each according to his desert, he created them, three. 24:15. How Pashas arise in the order of creation. This the way the primal creation was. Para, acting on Shiva Shakti, puts jivas to Kevala slumber. Then the unborn being, acting on Shukshma, subtle Maya, rouses them to activity. Finally, the Para, acting on pure Maya, conjoins Malas to Jivas. 24:16. Creation continues. The act of creation continues with the Shukshma Maya that from Para arose, the five high, Bindu, Nada, Shakti, and Shiva. In the Shukshma also arose the five-faced God that the five acts perform: creation, preservation, dissolution, obfuscation, and redemption. He, the Ishanan, pure. 24:17. Creation further continued. Parashiva, Shakti, and Nada, Parabindu, the five-faced Sadashiva, and Mahesha, and Rudra, Mal, and Brahma. Thus in order were they created, all by Hara. 24:18. Five acts eternal. Creation, preservation, and dissolution, that for jivas grant rest from birth and death whirl, obfuscation and grace, that redeem jiva after life below. These for Sakala souls he filled. All these acts five, beginningless his are. 24:19. Creation of tattvas 6 into 6. He placed in Kundalini and divided the Maya into categories 3, and with the last of them, Prakriti Maya, forged the tattvic instruments. Then were let in the Pashas to Jiva belong. He, the Pati Lord, who apart is. 24:20. Creation of experiences for Jiva. The Pashupasham thus released, when it overcomes Jiva, Pati works out his redemption and receives him into his grace. Having made him experience karmas too, he consigns him into hell and heaven, and as days pass, Jiva acquires love of God, Pati Pasham, in which am I steeped. 24:21. Anava gives longing for pleasures, and Maya supplies them. In Pasham that binds, Anava is I-ness, and possessed of it, the Jiva longs for Mayaic pleasure experiences. Then on him descends heavenly grace that needed the way, his holy feet to reach. 24:22. Grace works out purity. Not only is grace the means to Lord's feet, it is the source too, for desires to end, and purification to attain. Even as the cloth's dirt is removed, by earth dirt, saline earth, Pati Pasham grace works out Jiva's purity. 24:23. Pati Pasham leads to Pashupati. Jivas that in Pati Pasham, Arul Pasham stand, reaches the Para state. Jivas that in Pashupasham stand are but Pashus in worldly ways. As Jivas in Pati Pasham stand, attain Para state, Jivas in Pati Pasham continue as standing, verily become Pashupati, Lord of Jivas. 24:24. Shiva Guru teaches the four rishis. The Tapasvins 4 sought of yore the way of truth from the Lord. He, the Gracious One, gave them answer by divine gesture, Chinmudra, and as with their hands they held fast to his feet, they reached the way of truth, their self-realizing. 417. Head and foot knowledge. 2425. Feet are grace, head is jnana. Neither head nor foot they know, miscreants they are. The feet, the holy say, are the grace of Shakti. The head, the holy say, is jnana, that with first cause unites. When to Jiva the feet of grace shows the head of jnana, then shall liberation be. 2426. Head and feet are within. They know not the head and foot of Lord is within body. The head is in Sahasrara cranium, the foot is Muladhara. Those who visioned thus in the yogic way remained in prayer, their heads bowed at Lord's feet. 2427. Greatness of feet. He stood, heaven and earth encompassing, that the mighty Asuras and Devas may redemption know. He who created this world is the great Nandi. His feet on my head I bore. 2428. Only by God's grace Jiva can know him. Within my thoughts are my Father's holy feet. At my Father's holy feet are my thoughts centered. If my Father knows me not, neither will I my Father know. 2429. Lord gave jnana and mantra. Beyond the light that defies description is the place where my loving Lord abides. He showed me the light, jnana, that is beyond thought. He taught me the mantra that is beyond words. His holy feet adoring I stood. 2430. Wait and pray, Lord will come to you. The Lord's holy feet in your thoughts hold. His flower-like feet in wisdom adore. The Lord who carries Shakti on his body, with Ganga muffled in his russet-matted locks, will in time your salvation grant. Do wait and pray. 2431. Grace is granted according to degree of devotion. In the thoughts of those who hold him steadfast, firm he stood, his feet planted. He, the Lord of celestials. Those who thought not of him he shunned. To each according to his devotion, he his grace grants. 2432. Go the intense way and behold Lord's feet even today. 1 the heart's lotus, 3 the radiant flowers, 2 the Father's feet within. Those who can discipline the body in yogic kundalini way may well behold him even this day. 2433. Grace leads to holy state. Firm he planted his feet on my head, my fetters into fragments broke, my heart's impurities were entire cleansed, milky white pure it became. The Lord then sought to take me into his fold. What more can I say of my holy state? 2434. God's love for man, the Lord loves jivas as his children. Well may they wallow in dirt and blemish, he removes them and mends their ways. Thus is God's love for man, to each according to his deeds. In compassion he bestows his care. 418. 3 blemishes. 2435. The truly liberated. 3 the blemishes that harass Jiva alike, and in darkness enveloped he lies in stupor. They who are from them liberated are the truly liberated. Others entangled in them surely perish. 2436. Experiences in liberation. Lust, anger, and ignorance I subdued, and I waxed strong. An ethereal bliss suffused me, as though I was within the sound of Aum, of a chiming bell swinging struck. 419. 3 states, padas, of realization. 2437. The 3 states lead to Shiva becoming. Tvam padam, tat padam, and asipadam. He who has these three states of liberation attained has verily become para himself. No more birth shall be for him, and when he departs, he shall indeed Shiva be. 2438. Tvampada is beyond Nadanta state. Aim at Bodha state, discard elements and their diversities that tattvas are composed of, and the 96 instruments of experience transcend Nadanta state of glory, ascend beyond. There indeed is the Tvampada state, the truth Vedas speak of. 2439. Shiva is beyond the three padas. Beyond the states of Tvampada and Tatpada, in the state of Asipada, Shakti wondrous stands, but Shiva remains still beyond the reach of speech, in unimaginable immanence, in all. 2440. Asipada experience. When Jiva and Para reach Asipada state, and in pervasive Shiva merge, then, as sweetness compounded of milk, honey, and ambrosia, will he in the silentness agreeable appear. 2441. Tvam tat assi. In states Tvampada, Tatpada, and Asipada, Jiva stands as Jiva, Para, and Shiva, in order respective. Beyond them is the Svarupa Mahavakya, supreme word manifest, Tvam tat assi, revealing that truth. Nandi accepted me in his grace. 2442. Yoga way also leads to the three states. Even some who know not the letters 50 reach the states 3 above said. They did by directing their breath in yogic way into Para, thus with Shiva they one became. 2443. Turyatita experience. Transcending even thought of God is Atita state. The sense organs, Indriyas, no more cognize. The sound and the rest, pervasive Jiva becomes. The malas 3, the karmas 2, the Jiva 1, the experiences, avasthas 5, all these subside. Thus subsiding, the beginningless one wakes into the Turyatita Jagra state. 2444. Experiences in Paraturya. Beyond the Jagra waking, in Paraturya state, is the dream state within, that leads to Upasanta. In the Sushupti state of Paraturya, and in Turiya within Paraturya is Shiva reached, then indeed is Asipada attained. 420. 3 paras. 2445. Parallel yoga way. In the encircling spheres 3 within me, the primal Lord appears. I reached him and was in bliss immersed. I clung to the tender vine of Kundalini Shakti, that she her grace may shower. 2446. Lord appears in love in Paraturya. The expanse vast of Para, as divine dance arena extended, Nandi there appeared, and stood and filled. When he came in tender love, as cow that yearns for calf, beaming was Jiva, as lamp upon hilltop placed. 2447. Beyond Para is Parashiva. Beyond Tattvas 6 times 6 is that Para. When the unarticulated mantra is in silentness chanted, then appears Shiva Para. That is still above. He is the God, of whom Vedas speak. Then shall divine rapture well up in you. Do foster it and enlarge. 2448. Seek Lord in intense divine desire and become Shiva. Shedding desires worldly, in intense divine desire seek him. Yours shall be the heavenly kingdom of God, Param. When you in intense divine desire seek him, shorn of desires worldly, then shall the knowledge of God be. Only those who in intense divine desire seek him, bereft of desires worldly, will Param Shiva become. 2449. Patipasham leads to Para, Parashiva, and Parashivananda. Cherish Patipasham, God-love, that is holy beyond holiness. Then shall the transcendental Para be, and then beyond Para Shiva reached be. Then shall the transcendental Shiva bliss, Parashivananda be. Jiva becoming Shiva is indeed knowledge divine. 2450. Beyond Kalanta is Tatpara state, God union and not God becoming yet. Transcend Kalas 5, in the waking state of Turiya appear, reach the lonely state of higher Kevala, inertness, and there solitary be, bereft of sentience, ardent enter the Turiya Tita state, then shall you the very Tatpara be. 2451. In Tatpara union is Aum, the purity state that self-realization brought, the expansive state within it, the malas that affected Jiva before, all these passing, seek the Paratita state, where the Tatpara and the time-bound Jiva that Para became commingle into one letter, that with A begins Aum. 421. Attributes of Para. 2452. Para Jiva that had become Tatpara Jiva now merges in Shiva himself. He, Nandi, is within Atita, and beyond it, he, Jiva that had Para Jiva become, is within Atita, yet Jnana full without, the Para Jiva attaining Jnana, and rid of dark ignorance, will with God, Pati, one be. 2453. Nature of Pati. The Pati, Lord, has neither beginning nor end. He is divine light resplendent. He is seen and yet unseen. Those who attain jnana of that Para are holy indeed. 2454. He dances in void and lurks inside the deep well of pranava. Transcending Turiya and entering Turiyatita is the endless void. There vision the mighty Lord that dances eternal. They who can peer into the deep well of pranava, Aum, within, and glimpse him, will no more birth have. 2455. Jiva's purification. In contact with color red, white too becomes red. Unto it is, when Jiva purified, white, reaches Shiva that is red, in Jnana's void, that absorbs universe is so unreal, Shiva stands high aloft, as a flag planted on Meru mountain top. 2456. Lord accepts Jiva in his grace. Faded have they, Kalas and other tattvas below, sundered were they, the Mayas too, left behind, and after taking me into the baptismal font of Jnana, he made me in him unite. Dispelling my fears, he accepted me in his grace, he, Nandi holy. 2457. After self-realization is the light where no self is. Realize the self, so taught my Nandi. When I realized the self, he placed me in place where the self is unknown. There the light form arose, and he granted me himself. Tatpara I became. 2458. Shiva's immanence and transcendence. Expanding and contracting, earth, water, space, and wind, sun and moon, pervasive and immanent, Hara stood, supporting the firmament vast. 2459. Shakti manifestations. From Sat, Shiva arose of herself Shakti. In that state she as Tatparai stands. In the Ichcha desire state, she Para's form materially is. Then Jnana Shakti and other forms she assumes. Thus acting in love surpassing, she daily moves this world. 2460. Bindu Shakti imparts power to cognitive organs. From within Parai expanded Bindu Shakti. From above descending to here below, it imparted sentience to the cognitive organs four. This the story of Jivas, that inherent no sentience has. 2461. Maya, little light leading to great light. Then separate arose Maya from Parai, and the cause tattvas and experiences six, the body is an heir to. feeling, breathing, eating, and sleeping are all enjoyments that Maya gives. She is the little light within that kindles the great light to reach. 2462. Lord is splendorous light in the void beyond. The primal Lord that is Tatpara is light resplendent. He is Chitpara, divine jnana filled. He is the divine sentience that engrosses universe. Enter in the splendorous light, in the void that is beyond words. No more is there anything to compare. 2463. Risk to Suddha state even in Turyatita. The hoary scriptures say the expanding space is his body. He wears the crescent moon, even after reaching the Turyatita state. If Jiva, a victim to causal experiences of Suddhamaya falls, he will Suddha pure per se not be, when you ask me. 2464. Pervasive Shakti is pervasive Shiva's form. Space, air, fire, water, and earth, he pervasive fills. He is Tatpara of love infinite, Shakti that is manifested in space, air, fire, water, and earth, is but of his form divine. 2465. Contemplate in yogic way. To the yogis of intense tapas, contemplating on mystic Meru Mount, in the radiant sphere within, in their rare tapas, Shiva's grace of itself appears. Move not from this way, there is none other too. 422. 3 Turyas. 2466. 3 Turyas, Jiva, Para, and Shiva, and their respective reaches. Tvampada, Tatpada, and Asipada, the Turya beyond in Jagrat, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states, is Jiva Turya. The Turya beyond, the waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states in the Jiva Turya state, in Paraturya. The Turya further beyond, in the Paraturya state, is Shiva Turya. In these are reached Tvam, Tat, and Asi states respective. 2467. States of consciousness in the 3 Turyas. In Jivaturya of waking state is Tvampada, the end of Jivaturya is the beginning of Paraturya Jagrat. At the end of Paraturya is Parapada, Tatpada, 3 steps beyond. In the 4th is Shivaturya, Asipada. 2468. 10 states of consciousness in all in the 3 Turyas. The 4 states of Jivaturya, and the 4 states of Paraturya, and the 4 states of Shivaturya, as the end of one Turya is the beginning state of next. They really are states 10. 2469. At the end of 10 is union in Parapara. The 10 states are in the Turyas 3. Then, as ends you proceed. At the final end is identity with Parapara, connecting the states in the middle to each, Jiva Turya and Paraturya Jagrat into one, and Paraturya Turya and Shiva Turya Jagrat into one. 2470. If you cannot reach Turya land, persevere still. Reach the Turya land and be there. If you cannot reach it, think of Lord in the way scriptures speak of. You shall reach the truth that is beyond words. 2471. The Holy Way. Become knowledge, a way with tattvas 6 times 6, that asat unreal are. Crush the crowding Maya with Lord's grace, then will be the divine grace abiding. That way the Holy Ones knew. 2472. From Jivaturya to Paraturya. The 4th states of Jagrat is Turya, Jivaturya. There Jiva attains Tvampada, the karma's end. Again, commencing from Jivaturya is the Jagrat state in Paraturya. Reach Turya in Paraturya state. There indeed is Tatpada state. 2473. On to the 3rd Turya. As you reach Tvampada and Tatpada, so now enter the 3rd Turya state, Shivaturya. At its end is the divine light, Asipada, the super subtlety, Sukshma, that words can conceive not. Beyond is Shiva. who as Nandi accepted me into his grace. 423. Three Muktis. 2474. The three Muktis are direct experiences with Shiva form. Jiva Mukti is the Atita, beyond consciousness state. Paramukti is Upasanta, divine peace. Shiva Mukti is Ananda, divine bliss. All these are Svarupa Muktis, that from Nadanta branches, where Pranava, Aum, as letters 3, A, U, M, are. 2475. Mukti is the goal of being one with Shiva. They know not the goal of birth. The Jiva who knows it will in grace be, nothing here to be in home or outside, thus renouncing all, be one with Shiva, that verily is Mukti. 2476. Way to Soham. Shiva becoming, the Malas triple perishing, the Gunas triple perishing, the Muktis triple attaining, one with Tattvas uniting, so the way of Soham is, unto those who follow this way, the immaculate Shiva himself reveals. 2477. All attainments, work of Lord. Siddhi and Mukti, and Suddhi, that is Shiva pure, and Shakti of pure bliss, that extinguishes the fires three, and the Samadhi exalted, all these the work of divine Lord, who thine bonds sunders. 424. Triple Svarupa. 2478. Beyond triple muktis is God. As you ascend, attenuate Malas 5 and espouse Soham, that is Jnana filled, and be liberated, attaining Svarupa Mukti triple, and in the end, vision truth of Para, Shiva eternal. 2479. Light in the three mansions. Three the mansions, three that reside there. In the three merge the 36 tattvas, the light that rises from within the three, may well the Jiva vision, then ended with birth cycle be, that endless was. 2480. Lord's vastness. The worlds tumbled, the eons passed, the three lights, sun, moon, and fire, one became, all in benevolent Lord merged, who knows his vastness and greatness. 2481. God's multiple forms. The primal one, the indivisible great himself, into several divided, as form, formless, and form formless, and as Guru, and as Shakti Lord, in forms numerous, he immanent in Jivas became, and transcendent too. 2482. Jiva shines in triple mukti. In triple mukti, Jiva receives light divine, with light and brilliance infused. The crystal as a gem shines, unto it is Jiva. When he attains muktis 3, and grace of Shakti divine, hold to the feet of Nandi, who all these graces ordained. 2483. Beyond triple mukti is mudra of Jnana. With crystalline hue and radiant brilliance, the Lord stands as a gem of purest ray serene. Seek him and reach the mukti state 3. Beyond is void that defies speech. There contemplate on Aum in silentness. In that mudra of Jnana, the final grace is. 2484. Kundalini Yoga. He is the light within the heart's crimson lotus. If the crimson lotus within, Nada, you reached, you shall wake Kundalini Shakti, and closing Muladhara, where she imprisoned is, ascend upward through Sushumna in yogic breathing, and open wide the gate above at cranium top. 425. Mukaranam. 2485. Jiva, Para, and Shiva are one in 3 places. One person in places 3 functions, yet may be as 3 different appear. Unto this are Jiva, Para, and Shiva. One are they, but in different places appear. 2486. How to reach Shiva state. Brighten the light within, to merge in light without. Through sound potency in Aum, rouse prana breath within. To merge in breath without cosmic life, coursing it appropriate upward, Merge the space within into space without. Clear shall you the Shiva state vision. 2487. Unmay Shakti takes over. He ended the pulsations of Karanas by a sleight of hand, as it were, by Nandi, as the lovely Mananmani Shakti left. Unmani Shakti, no less lovely, entered. Do take to her in Samadhi inward. 426. Three voids and Tvam Tat Asi. 2488. Tvam Tat Asi. Tvam Pada, Tat Pada, and Asi Pada. All three states in Turiya arose. In all three states, one of three stands, Jiva, Para, and Shiva, in order respective. Together are they known, by the expression compounded, that is, Tvam Tat Asi, Mahavakyam. 2489. Shiva appears beyond Tvam Tat Asi. In the three states, Tvam, Tat, and Asi, are the time-honored Malas three, Kamaya and the rest. In the three states, Tvam, Tat, and Asi, are the time-honored Gunas three, Tamas and the rest. When these Malas and Gunas are seared, Shiva appears, and as he appears, they fleet away, as does darkness before moon's beam. 2490. Tvam Tat Asi becomes Tat Tvam Asi. Attain the state of Tvam Tat Asi through coursing breath in yogic way. Consider it as the 10th state of Turiya experience. Endless is that experience. Alter that expression so that Shiva Tat stands first. That is Tattvam Asi or Tattvamasi. Thus meditate on it and ascend. 2491. As Tattvamasi, practice yoga. Thus altering the expression into Tattvamasi with Shiva Tat first. Fix your thought on bliss of Svarupa and gently hold to your heart the pranava mantra that is Aum. When Jiva thus practices yoga, he realizes truth and stands in grace accepted. 2492. Tam Tat Asi is celestial Vakya. Tvam-pada arises in Maya Shakti, Tat-pada in Kamli Parai Shakti. Asi-pada leads to Santi Kala. That Vakya expression is verily of celestials, Tam Tat Asi by yogic breathing attained. 2493. Jiva in different places and times. Devadatta is one and same person, but through time and place he different appears. Unto it, if Jiva transcends time and space, he and Shiva one becomes, Soham. In Tam Tat Asi, Jiva in body one with primal cause is, attaining true jnana, Jiva becomes Parashiva. 2494. The three Turiyas in the three letters A, U, M, Aum. The Gunas three, Tamas and the rest, the Malas three, Kamya and the rest, no more are. A, U, and the consonant M. In those letters three are Turiya three. All these are of Tam Tat Asi, forsooth. 427. Three voids. 2495. Beyond three voids, Maya, Bodha, and Upasanta. Experiencing the seven caused states, the Maya void is left behind. Experiencing the seven causal states, the Bodha void is left behind. Experiencing and sundering the cause-caused states above, the Upasanta void is left behind. Then alone is end finale. 2496. Tattvam Asi, end of voids 3. The Maya void is of Jiva, the Bodha Vyoma void is of Para, the Upasanta Vyapta is, where Jiva one with Shiva Shakti is. All three voids are of pure manifestness, Svarupa, the end of Tvam Tat Asi, that is, Tattvam Asi. 2497. Lord is in the void beyond the three voids. Of himself daily, Nandi, that rides the bull, blesses you, with impediment none, and when I reach his feet, I cross the void, and in that void, that imagination transcends, I merge. 2498. Paraparam is a wondrous land. The void where Turiyas merge defies description. They call it Paramparam. Thus they say who know not, as Paramparam they worship it. Who knows what wondrous land it is? 2499. Import of Shivayanama. The tattvas 6 times 6 left, the malas, Anava and Maya devoid, denoted by letters Na and Ma, Parai to Jiva, Ya, her grace granting, into Paran, Va, Shakti, and Shi, Shiva, makes it merge. That indeed is Shivayanama, the 5-letter mantra. 2500. Beyond thought and form is truth. For them who realize truth, that thought is form and form is thought, for them is no descent, no ascent, no void, neither thought nor form. 428. Caused causal experiences. 2501. Transcend all experiences, caused and causal. When caused experiences 7 of Jiva and causal experiences 7 of Para leave, cause and caused difference vanish, then Jiva becomes Shiva for sure. 2502. Final goal is in Sushupti beyond experiences. Without caused experiences 6 times 6 leaving, without Jagrat, Svapna, and other states of Turiya Jagrat waking leaving, without entering that Sushupti state that is beyond Tattva 6 times 6, what avails it? If of Tam Pada Jiva speaks, he on earth will never, never the final goal reach. 2503. Interpretation of A, U, M, Aum, and Shivaya. Letter A is Jiva, U is Para, M is Shiva. In the 3 states of Mukti, Shi is Shiva, Va is Para, Ya is Jiva. Thus the mantras Aum and Shivaya are as one interpreted. 2504. Anava, I-ness, leaves only by grace. As life of life, interminable and imperishable, beyond travails of causal experiences, and caused experience opposite, is Issa Shiva vibrant. Without his grace abounding, Anava that makes Jiva tremble never, never leaves. 2505. Paraparan is in void beyond experiences. Immanent is Jiva in caused experiences 7. Immanent is Parashiva in causal experiences 7. In the void that defies cause-caused description, beyond thought and word, is Paraparan. 429. Upasantam. 2506. Seeds 4. Seed of Mukti is knowledge, a primal one. Seed of Bhakti is intense adoration, meek. Seed of Siddhi is self, Shivapara becoming. Seed of Shakti is state of Upasanta. 2507. When Upasanta is. The 7 caused experiences lie latent in Maya. The 7 causal experiences lie latent in void. When cause-caused experiences disappear, then is pervasive Upasanta. 2508. Upasanta in Shiva Turiya. In Jagrat, Turiya is Jiva's purification of self, Atma Suddhi. In Turiya of the Jagratatita, Paraturiya, is vision of Param. That extending into Shiva Turiya is Upasanta pervasive. 2509. Beyond Jiva Turiya and Paraturiya is Upasanta. Removing Anava within, entwined with Tattvas 6 times 6, and realizing self-knowledge, these acts of purification to Jagrat Turiya, Jiva Turiya state belongs. The grace of Guru Param dawns in the Jagratita Turiya, Paraturiya, that defies speech. When that is crossed and Shiva Turiya is reached, then is Upasanta pervasive. 2510. Upasanta state, the 10th state. Entering into Upasanta experience, Jiva becomes Shiva. There immersed in Shiva bliss, Jiva into Shiva merges. Enjoying that bliss experience, it abides constant there. That experience engrosses all the 10 of Jiva, from Jagrat upwards to Shiva Turiya. 25:11. Shore Beyond. Merged in one with Shakti and Shiva, as cool waters into wavy sea, and realizing truth of holy word, that is ambrosial sweet, Jiva reaches the shore beyond, that indeed defies speech. 4:30. Refraining from vain speech. 25:12. You can see Lord only if you hold him in your heart. I shall smite the hair in the moon, thus saying, a man unsheaths his jeweled sword. Unto him are they who say, we the blue-throated Lord will see, we know the way. Such shall never see, as in their hearts they hold him not. 25:13. Lord is remote and near. The black-footed Garuda bird across the sky passes. The black-hued serpent in deep well dies. Stop bragging of your greatness, O heart. Be unto the river that into the wavy ocean merges. 25:14. Perform tapas. If you seek your enemies, malas, to perish, why fight at the gate of birth? Silly heroism indeed. If suitable the tapas of holy ones are, he who all gifts gives will with celestials seat them. 25:15. Seek and be in bliss. Be not in contentions lost. Our Lord pervades worlds all. He is Shiva, thus you hold. Then the very heavenly hosts 18 will worship at your feet. Seek him, you shall in bliss be. 25:16. Contemplate on him. The Lord who is dearer than dearest life in me, the pure one who is brighter than purest gold, the great one in all life unvarying glows. On him contemplate in ways appropriate. 25:17. Adore him in all ways. Standing, sitting, and prostrating, well may you the pure one adore. Though learned you be, do conquer your senses 5, and quick sunder contending pashas. Thus seek him and know him, he in you one will be. 25:18. He is pervasive knowledge. My Father, my Lord, as subtle knowledge he stood, as pervasive knowledge, engrossing the 7 worlds too he stood. He knows melodies all, sing his praise, the celestials will you in endearment hold. 25:19. Think of him continuously. He whom even celestials know not, think of him in the waking dawn. Continuous think of him, morn, noon, and eventide. If thus you persevere, you shall become the very Paraparam. 25:20. He is of infinite grace. As one he pervades the 7 worlds all. He of yore his grace on Jiva conferred. He, Lord of grace infinite, goodly is he in jnana, of the holy ones of constant heart. He who is festooned in flower unfading, he the famed one. 25:21. Witness dance of Shiva. Hail my Father, hail his golden feet. Thus I praised, and as I praised, the radiant lamp of life within sparkled, and then I heard the bewitching sound, that my body in rapture immersed, and lo, there was his dance. 25:22. God vision in yoga way. I sought my Nandi within, and there I met him. They seek him not within their hearts, and so know him not. In yogic way I entered within, and ascended Adaras, and eyes closed in trance, I saw his form divine, and the 7 worlds too. 25:23. Vision of Lord within. I behold the little mount within. In it was divine glory, abiding jnana and nectar sweet. For them that realize him in love unfaltering, he creates the very heaven within. He the compassionate one. 25:24. State of quiescence. Of wisdom infinite, the Tapasvins great in wisdom stood. Pure as moon rays they beam, in transcendental bliss they are, themselves divine jnana becoming. They encompassed in consciousness the universe cosmic, and entering Upasanta, they freed themselves of malas, and state of quiescence reached. 2525. Shiva Siddha state. They abandoned muktis 3 as vain. They dispelled enticing darkness of pasha. They rid themselves of anava. They transcended I and mine consciousness. They in constancy remained. They verily are Shiva Siddhas. 2526. Siddhas are like Sadashiva himself. Siddhas are those who Shiva saw, soaked in Suddha Asuddha, yet soaked are not. Muktas are they, and source of mukti too are they. Possessed are they of Muladhara prowess, alike are they unto Sadashiva. 431. Experience in the 8-petaled sphere. 2527. Gods in the 8 cardinal points of earth. Indra, Agni, Yama, and Nirudhi, Varuna, Vayu, Kubera, and Ishanana, they, gods in order according, filled the cardinal directions 8. 2528. The 8-petaled lotus in Sahasrara. In the Mala land of body is the flower of petals 8, pointing to directions 8. Through the lean stalk of Shushumna, contemplate on its radiance, and ascend upward. Redeemed are you then. 2529. How the 8-petaled lotus opens. 3 the lotus buds there. Into the 3 he sends his rays. That light spreading, the 8-petaled bloom within opens. Into them, in the rays of petals 2, Ajna penetrates. This body into a heavenly dream blossoms. 2530. Shiva Shakti in 8-petaled lotus. The 6 streams of Adaras into one pond flow. Thus in ways subtle into Shiva's state penetrate. There indeed is the precious truth. Himself with Shakti stands, she of bouncing breasts and tender vine form. 2531. He blooms within petals 8. The primal one stood as directions 8, mountains 8, gods 8, and forms 8. Reach him who fills within, from 8 to 4-petaled center, he who blooms within petals 8. 2532. Centers beyond 7th are formless state, Niradhara. The centers 7 are of form, Svarupa possessed. Transcend them, and beyond in 8th is Param, in 9th is Paraparam, that is void. The exalted 10th is state of oneness, where Anava is finally shed. 2533. God is timeless eternity. He lasts through aeons countless. He is the Son, He is the Lord. Within the 5 major aeons were many aeons minor. The universe through several aeons past. In the aeon above aeons countless was God, Bhagavan, unique. 2534. Seek Him wherever He is. He is in this world, yet if He is beyond reach, seek Him in heaven, where the elephants roam, and the celestials wander, where fire, rain, and wind abide. In that space seek Him. 2535. The 8-petaled bloom is dear to Shiva. There on the lofty top of Mount Meru within is a pond no stream feeds, and there is a lotus bloom. From no soil mud springs. Without that bloom he decks not himself, he of matted locks. 2536. Holy Jivas ever think of God. When the 1 and 2, Shiva and Jiva, intermingle, standing and sitting, or in worldly talk indulging, the holy Jivas their senses conquer and seek Lord. Remaining or leaving, they blessed ever are. 432. 9 avastas and 9 aspirants. 2537. Souls in the 3 mukti states. Vishwa, Daishathan, and Prajnan, they are in Tvampada state. Viratan, Pranyagarbhan, of Yakritan, they are in Tatpada state. Idayan, Prajapatyan, and Santan of Golden World, they are in Asipada state. Yet are they all but Abhimanis, souls that are aspirants still. 2538. Beyond ninth state. As nine states beginning with Jagrat are experienced, attachment to malas and gunas that emanate birth vanish in transcendental Turiya state. Then void, Satya Jnana Podu, succeeds, truth and Jnana filled, where Jiva and Shiva are one, in Turiya's rest. Jiva and Shiva are two, that now in void is one manifestness, Svarupa. 2539. Dawn of Shiva Jnana. As in the thought of Shiva, Jiva merges, the malas three, that to birth gives rise, flee away. At the end of Avashta's 9 is Shiva Bodha, awareness or Jnana. Jiva attains that, and himself no more is. 2540. 9 Avashta cluster beyond. Beyond the 9 states aforesaid are 9 that defy thought. Of these shall be said in detail below. Great indeed is the Lord, who these twice 9 states made. 2541. Lord spoke in 9 states. The 9 states from the 5 states of Jiva evolved, of them Lord spoke, and world rejoiced. My Lord, thus I prayed day and night, and he severed my fetters strong. 2542. Many paths to God. Many the paths they laid, in time's corridor long, many the sects that sought him to reach, think of him constant day and night. He diverse stood in lands many. 2543. 9 Supertattva cluster. The primal Paraparam, Paraparai, Param the light, Jiva and Tattvas, the Kala, the Mayas too, and Mukti. These are categories 9, to the primal one belong. 2544. Grace abounding. My inconstant thoughts he constant made, clear vision gave, he created hell and heaven, and endless births too, in grace abounding. Those who these perceive not are in karma's wheel forever caught. 2545. Goal of Siddhanta philosophy. In the 9 states of experience, Jiva as aspirant, Abhimani, stands. The 9 categories afterwards stated, that to the primal Lord belong, when Jiva that stands in states 9 reaches the Turiya states 3, then shall he Shiva become. This the goal of Siddhanta philosophy. 433. Suddha Asudam. 2546. Mystery of Lord's abode. At the tip of nose, Ajna center, is the breath 12-finger breath long. That Lord's abode is. None knows this. The Vedas that in expansiveness truths expound, of this was hesitant to speak. Such indeed is Lord's greatness.